Hi everyone, welcome to today's altcoin Bible. If you want to watch the full version of this episode where I dive into Bitcoin, a few extra charts, some custom charts, some of my short-term trading setups as well, make sure to become a newsletter subscriber by clicking the link below. All right, let's crack straight in. We have some cool charts to share with you today. So EIGEN is, I guess, one of my wonder watches. I'm going to sort of mix and match some Cherry Eyes wonder watches and give you some info there. So EIGEN here looks really, really nice, and it looks great against Ethereum too. So the base chain Ethereum, I'm looking for potentially outperformance. Don't really want to buy Ethereum because I think Solana and others are going to outperform it over a longer period of time. But as a short-term trading setup, I think EIGEN, again, follows Ethereum. I think it's been outperforming. The EIGEN to ETH chart looks really nice as well. It's got a very clear overhead resistance to flip. So that little circle there, I've just drawn, you flip that, we're heading higher. So taking profits at around 2.1, looking to buy anywhere in this range here into the 10 EMA and the 20. Danger zone is if this uptrend begins to break and we see some closes through there, but it looks like a lot of room to run for EIGEN Virtuals. Yeah, it's been just a terrific performer, really capturing a lot of the AI, agent narrative, but it's just been super, super strong. And you can just see this beautiful technical wedge breakout. I love it. When it looks that strong, I'm pretty confident that this is going to move even higher. So I whipped out the Fibonacci extension just before to the high, to the drawback, and these are the kind of levels I'm very interested in. So $3 up to $3.50, $4. Now I'm not saying it's going to do it just from this move. It might, stop start, have a few pullbacks, all that, but that's the trajectory. I think after a breakout from this kind of wedge pattern, you just kind of double it. So minimum I think is about that $3. That's where it starts to get a little bit choppy, but in the interim though, this looks really nice. Breakout in the RSI, wedge pattern breakout. I think it's strong to continue going. So if you are looking to maybe make a move on this, I personally would be looking to rebuy down here against the wedge pattern breakout level, so down at $2.25. But again, this is very strong, so I'm not sure. You're going to have to maybe zoom in a little bit. You can go down to the 4-hour, have a little gander. I'd be concerned if it starts losing some of these shorter term moving averages. If it does, then it's coming back down here. Then danger zone would be about under $2.20, excuse me, on the breakout. But this here, I think, just looks pretty good. It's curling up, wanting to go higher. So cherry ripe as good as you like, they're going to see. I'm going to give you another cherry ripe here, and it's actually Pepe. It's at just a crucial level. If I'm just circling the areas where it's been using this as a massive, breakdown or break up area, it's kind of like a point of control for mine. So it's above its 200-day moving average. It's consolidating in this upwards channel on that point. And I think it's going to blast up. That's my feeling. So she's cherry ripe. RSI is looking very flat at the moment, but this can, like we've seen, through here, Pepe can just ramp. So it's one of those kind of preemptive ones, but I think right here it's sort of consolidating the bottom of the channel, and she's ready to go to the upside. So if you are looking for entries, I think anywhere down to the 200, the 10, the 20 in this region here, danger zone clearly for me would be under this kind of area, but I'd be waiting for a daily close because you'll probably get chopped out if it does like a grab of liquidity and then goes higher. But just generally, if you're shorter term trading, I think managing that risk below that level is very sensible. And then to the upside, I mean, you've got targets through here that you can watch. This volume pocket up here at 2000 is probably going to be the first port of call, and you can maybe look higher, the all-time high. Again, shorter, medium term trades are very active here. So hyper liquid is probably still my bearish chart, but it's had just such a tremendous run. I mean, I look at it and go, oh god, this is bullish as hell longer term, but in the short term, as a short, it's a very compelling case. So you've got this wedge channel moving higher. It's broken down from that, lost the 10 EMA on the 8-hour, and you can go up to the daily as well, which I'd encourage you to do. But this breakdown is very obvious to me, and I think it runs probably back into resistance, so support, now turn resistance, and comes down here eventually into some of this volume and just tidies up some of this area through here, grabs some liquidity, and then it can move higher. That's kind of the structure you see for a lot of these charts when they're going up. You get a sort of left shoulder, a big dip, either a right shoulder, or it just powers through. So if the market's in a bullish state, they're the type of patterns you can recognize. You buy the dip and you run it higher, but you do want to monitor if it doesn't get bid at this level. If this level fails and we just keep going lower, then it's going really low. It's just retracing its entire move. So just be careful there, guys. Apart from that, have a wonderful day. We'll catch you again soon. See you later. Bye.